Good evening to all. Now we are going to see about balance sheet. We already know about if we are an accountant student. What's meant by balance sheet? If there is a credit, there will be a debit. If there is a debit, there will be a credit. So now we are going to see what is meant by balance sheet. A balance sheet is a statement of a firm's assets, liabilities, and share capital on a particular date. Okay, now we will see about what's meant by assets. Assets are things that a firm owns. It's called assets. They can be current or fixed assets. What's meant by current assets? Current assets are owned by the firm. They change from year to year. For example, anything receivable due, anything payable prepaid, bank, cash, closing stock, and debtors. These are the current assets. What are the fixed assets and what's mean by fixed assets? Fixed assets are owned by the firm. They last a long time. For example, buildings, equipment, fixtures and fittings, machinery, motor vehicles, and premises. These are the fixed assets. So we see about here depreciation. Depreciation is loss of value of an asset due to wear and tear. Example, a new Ford Transit one purchased for delivering goods cost rupees 21,865 new but will be worthless after 1 year. Here we are going to see net book value. What's mean by net book value? Fixed assets minus depreciation. Fixed asset minus depreciation is equal to net book value. Here we can see an example. If fixed assets are worth rupees 10,000, depreciation rupees 500 means here we can get the net book value as 9,500. What's mean by liability? Liability is something a business owns another firm. It can be current or long term. What's mean by current liability? Current liability is something that a firm owes. It is paid within 1 year. For example, accruals, payable due, anything receivable prepaid, bank overdraft, creditors, and dividends declared. These are the current liability. Long-term liabilities. Long-term liabilities is something a firm owes. It takes longer than 1 year to pay off. It is called long-term liabilities. What is meant by authorized share capital? Authorized share capital is the maximum number of shares a company can sell. What's meant by issued share capital? Issued share capital is the actual number of shares a company has sold. What's meant by capital employed? Capital employed is all the money that is invested in the business. It includes issued share capital, long-term loans, reserves. What is working capital? Current assets minus current liabilities. If current assets are greater than current liabilities, is called as liquid. If we have enough cash to run the business, is called as liquid. Current assets is less than current liability means over trading. If you don't have enough cash to run the business, is called over trading. Here we can see a simple problem for preparing a balance sheet. From the following details, prepare a balance sheet as on 31st March 2025. Cash, rupees 10,000. Furniture, rupees 15,000. Capital, rupees 50,000. Creditors, rupees 10,000. Stock, rupees 20,000. And debtors, rupees 15,000. Here we can see solution for this balance sheet. So balance sheet as of 31st March 2025. On the debit side, we can write liabilities, and credit side we can write assets. So the debit side, what will be appear? Means here you can see creditors 10,000, capital 50,000 only appeared in the liability side. In the asset side, cash, debtors, stock, and furniture will be appeared. Okay. So here we can total it from each side. Liability side 16,000. 60,000 and asset side also 60,000. Both sides of the balance sheet are equal now. Here we can see an explanation. Total liability is equal to capital plus creditors. That means 50,000 and 10,000 equal to 60,000. Total assets equal to cash plus debtors plus stock and plus furniture 10,000 plus 15,000, 20,000 and 15,000. Totally 60,000. So both sides of the balance sheet are equal now. So this way we have to prepare. In this way we have to prepare balance sheet. Hope you will understand. Thank you.